Good morning on this Christmas Day, and as millions of people around the world spread goodwill and cheer and spend time with their families, we'll have lots of special treats early this Monday morning, December 25th, 2006.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening.
So, you know what? You find a camera under the tree this morning. If your family is like my family, somebody gets a camera, you don't know how to use it, you try and figure it out until finally you break the camera. But we thought we'd give you a head start in making things go smoothly this year by asking photographer Erin, who hosts The Whole Picture on the DIY network, how to take picture-perfect holiday photos with any camera. How are you?
Great.
Happy
Dave,
holidays.
Thank you. You too.
So the first thing is, you know, in order to take good pictures, you can have the best camera in the world, but you've got to have some sense of content. So how do you compose the right picture, especially on a day like today when there's so many kids involved?
Yeah, you're right. There's so many kids involved, lots of activity. You need to take control and direct people to get into a group so you can take a picture of them. And you know what? They don't have to say cheese to get a good shot. You can just be encouraging and be positive and get them to laugh, and you'll get a natural expression. And with kids, they're running around, lots of activities, so just be spontaneous. And they don't have to look right into the camera. You can take pictures of them doing all sorts of things. And just take lots of pictures, because you never know when you might capture that magic moment.
So the idea is not to have a royal family portrait. It's to really capture what's going on, capture the action right there.
That's right, everything that's happening.
All right, now, let's move on. As you try and use this camera, people do more and more complicated things. But you really have to understand what technology your camera has and how it can help you, like flash pictures.
Exactly, yeah, you just need to learn a few basic features on your camera, and the flash is the easiest one to learn. So if you master that, you can take great photos. And it's just denoted by that little lightning bolt icon on the back of the camera. So just press that. You can cycle through all the options like red eye reduction, so you won't have those red eye monster pictures. And you don't have to use the flash only in the dark. You can use it in the light and gets rid of all those shadows, makes you look a lot better.
All right, so you fill that photograph beautifully, but then you have the people who make your picture taking difficult, who stand to the left or stand to the right, and you think that little thing in the middle is simply going to focus on whatever's there, and all of a sudden you have blur cam.
Well, actually, the cameras now will focus on just about anything in the frame. The point is, don't make it a boring shot where someone's plunked right in the middle. That's great for a passport photo, but for fun photographs, place them a little bit off center. Think about dividing your scene into thirds, like a tic-tac-toe board, and place something of interest at one of those intersections. It'll make for a much more compelling photograph.
So it's not the old days, people. Don't have to stand in the center of the picture to be in focus.
That's right.
What about telling a story? You know what? You want to start at the beginning of the day. You want to show what happened. You want to end when everyone's exhausted and napping on the couch with turkey and food all over them. You know, how do you tell a story? How do you become a storyteller with a camera?
Well, you're right about that. You know, when people take a lot of photographs, they're from the same distance and the same angle, which are really kind of boring. So you want to mix it up a little bit and take pictures from different angles, different points of view. And when you tell a story, think about when you go into a scene, take a wide angle shot of the whole area, then a little bit closer, a medium shot, and then a real close detail shot. And when you lay all those pictures out in your scrapbook or your slideshow, people are going to want to see it.
And then finally, you take all the pictures because you want to make sure they're right, and then the holiday ends, and all of a sudden, it's like you were never there. How can you solve that problem?
That's a terrible problem. I have that all the time.
Right.
Well, a lot of times people will just hold out the camera like this, but that's really too close, and you get that wide-angle, big nose shot.
Right. Not
good. So what you want to do is set the self-timer on your camera, and I'm going to do it right now.
All right, so even on the smallest, littlest cameras now, 99% of them have a self-timer option, right?
That's right.
So you're just
have a self-timer option,
right,
and all
so
you have
just
to do
set it.
is set it. I'm going to set it on 10 seconds.
Right.
And I'm going to hit the button.
And we're gonna have a holiday memory.
We'll get right here.
Here we go.
We can take our picture together.
There we go.
Looking good and having fun.
Here we go. Smile.
Yay!
I love it. Erin Manning, thank you so much for being with us and creating new Christmas memories. We appreciate it. And with that said and done, we will send it over to you, Hannah, and I can get you copies of that picture.
Oh, please, multiple. Thanks, Dave. You guys look cute.